Hello and welcome to ET Markets FNO Talk, your trusted show for breaking down market trends and spotting trading opportunities. I am Nishtha Vasti, and joining me today is Riyank Arora, who is a technical analyst at Meta Equities, to share his expert view on the market setup and bring some key strategies for you. So, hi Riyank.
Hi Nishta, thank you for having me on your show.
In today's episode, we are going to be focusing on how to trade the markets after the RBI MPC outcome. Ryan, help us with what's your view on how does the market mood seem like? What are you reading into the markets right now after the MPC outcome?
See, overall volatility is continuing to be there, and right after the rate cut decision was announced, a cut of 50 bps, and we saw a good rally in Nifty and Bank Nifty, which was followed by
Right.
further correction. But then once we saw the CRR cut coming in of 100 bps, that was like a big positive for the market, and we are seeing a one-sided rally ever since there. Now, technically speaking, Bank Nifty has broken out above its all-time high resistance mark.
Mm.
So we feel that this rally should, likely continue and extend further. As I think the best decision, this policy is looking to be very bumper. As SBI had also predicted a 50 bps rate cut coming in, but the
Right.
CRR which came in by 100 bps, that was like very positive for the market.
Hmm.
So technically speaking, I feel we should head higher towards 25,200 on Nifty. So maybe another 200 points from here. And eventually, I feel an all-time high mark should also come in, but that should, probably take some more time to come in. And that should be on Nifty. Bank Nifty, we are already at all-time high. So I think 57,200 is what I'm looking at. Maybe another 500, 600 points upside from here. So one should, focus on buying the dips and keep trailing their stop loss higher as this trend and momentum rally continues.
Okay, is there any specific strategy? You did just mention about buying the dip, but any specific strategy that the traders can benefit from in the Bank Nifty?
See, at present levels, given the vertical rise, I feel that any dip maybe around, considering 56,000 is being, the level where there was extensive call writing. And right after we broke out above that level, there is extensively, put selling, which we are seeing at those levels. So at present levels, I feel, given that the upcoming monthly expiry for Bank Nifty, which what one can do is one can initiate shorts on 56,000 put option and buy some 55,900 put option. So create a put spread here. And I feel that market should not go below 56,000 now. And going forward for this month, we should eventually head higher towards 57,500, 58,000 eventually. So that should be the strategy on Bank Nifty which one can follow.
So after this, are there any banking stocks that have come into your focus?
Yes, definitely. SBI is looking very good at current levels, trading around 815 presently. I feel 770 can be a very good stop loss, and we can see 860, 870 coming in. So, very bullish on a few banking names, specifically SBI. And then Indian Bank is there, which is trading around 636. Uh, so that stock also, saw a good all-time high breakout. And today, after the monetary policy, most of the banking and financials name are turning positive. So Indian Bank at 635, stop loss at 610, and upside I feel 680, 700 can be possible. So Indian Bank is going to be another one. Union Bank is also looking very positive at current levels,
Hmm.
trading around 154. Stop loss can be kept at 148 there, and we can see 165, 170 possibly coming in on the higher side. So these are the three banking, stock names from my side.
Okay. Let me just come to the June series now. We are done with the first weekly expiry that was yesterday. How do you think it played out according to you?
See, the weekly expiry which played out yesterday was like quite on a volatile note. We witnessed, both side momentum coming in, and that's like practically how it goes on most of the weekly or
Right.
monthly expiries. So volatile times were there. In the morning, we were trading quite on a positive note, and then towards the end, we witnessed profit booking. But that was pretty evident given that RBI monetary policy decision was going to come in today. So
Hmm.
this was expected that on higher levels yesterday we might see some bit of profit booking coming in. So pretty sideways to sort of volatile session you can say, where we witnessed moves on both sides. Call buyers also made money in the first half, and in the later half put
Hmm.
buyers made money. So it was like
Yeah.
quite a volatile and a sideways one on the same note.
Okay. This history indicate anything about how the June series has typically performed over years?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
I was asking that, do you have any historical data that, sort of indicates anything about how the June series has typically performed in the past years?
See, to be honest, if we look at data, then ideally, whenever we have seen May month coming in, then there's a saying that sell in May and go away, right? And the month which follows after May, it has been like positive. So
Hmm,
I look at monthly charge data, and whenever see how June has performed. So June has typically been on the positive side only most of the times in past years. Like if I see 23 Nifty had yielded around about 4 to 5% returns on the upside, then even in 2024, it was around 6 to 7% up. Going back in 2022, it was up. It was down by around 3-4%. But most of the times, June is the month where we see some bit of positivity coming back in, and that is pretty
positive.
much of what is happening this time as well. Right after the policy decision, uh, I mean, it's pretty evident right now. The benchmark index is again back at its new highs, so it's like
Hmm,
we're expecting a positive month this time as well.
right. And so with that, what's your take on Nifty? Where do you see the index headed now?
See, like I said, Nifty should likely head towards its all-time high mark, but that should, take another few months to come in.
Okay.
Considering at present levels, I feel 25,200 seems a possibility. So 25,007 is where we are trading at current market price. So one can, hold on to their long positions, maybe chase till 25,100, 25,200. But present levels buying is not recommended because, the risk reward is not favoring now. So if anyone
Okay.
has active positions, they should continue to trail their stop loss higher and ride the momentum. But fresh positions are not advised because the risk reward is not favoring at current levels.
Okay. So what's your take on the FII activity now? Does it look like the FIIs have any motivation to come back to India in full swing now?
See, looking at the FI activity, we feel that like in this particular month, it has been around about 4,500 crore sales in the cash market, but F&O has still been on the slightly. I think F&O has still been on the negative side, only 4,200 odd crores. But ideally, May month was 16,000 crore down, then it was 4,200 crore down. Now, after today's decision on RBI policy, the number is going to be very important. And we
Hmm.
feel that with the rally which we are seeing in the markets, it is expected to be a good positive number. So we are expecting, maybe around like 3-4 thousand odd crores buying to come in today's session after today's move. And if that happens, then it's going to be an extremely positive sign for the Indian markets and the overall economy.
Okay. So realty sector is another sector which is pretty rate sensitive. So it was the highest gainer today. So what's your take on the sector?
See, reality has been performing very well since the last 2-3 days, and
Yes.
especially in today's session, it's up about 4%.
Hmm.
We recommended buy on reality stocks back just 2-3 days back, and when we saw a breakout above 968 coming in on the reality index, and right now it's around about 1036. Like for the reality index, DLF is almost up about 7%.
Hmm.
Over reality is also up by around 5%, and even names like Prestige Estates and all are doing very well. So this rally should continue its phase. I feel reality index should likely go towards 1100 odd levels on the higher side. So if anyone has their active positions, it's advised to hold on to them and just keep riding them with the trend as long as it does not bend.
So have you identified any stocks that offer a good entry position at this price also?
See, at this price, like risk reward is not seeming to be too favorable because
Hmm.
if the entry was maybe around 800, 820 for DLF, that would have been a wise buy. But
Hmm.
right now, if anyone has missed the rally, then it is advised to wait for slight dip to come in. And
Right.
on dip, I would recommend to focus on Oberoi Reality, which is around 1895 currently. So if it comes around 1850, 1860, that level should make a very good buy. So one can keep that stock on radar. And one more stock which I really like is Prestige Estates, which is around 1708 currently. So any dip till maybe around 1650 would make a good buy on the stock. So these are the two names which one can focus on if there is any pullback or profit booking on the reality index on higher levels to focus on.
Okay. So I'm going to have your take on specific stocks right now. Let's just start with Bajaj Finserv first after today's block deal. So it was a huge block deal. I think, as per reports, 5,500 crore worth of shares changed hands. But the stock absorbed this pretty well. And in fact, a while back, it was trading over 1% higher. What do the charts say? Is there any favorable positions right now also?
Right. See, almost I think 5,500 odd crore block deal was the amount that we saw coming in
Right.
today on Raj Finserv. And right after the block deal, stock witnessed some selling pressure. And then after the policy, most of the banking and financials name were anyways expected to go up. So it just, rallied along with them. So technically speaking, the chart structure is not looking to be too positive for me. A small bounce is being seen from 1920 levels, which might extend the rally till 2050, 2070. I feel that on higher levels there might be some bit of profit booking coming in on the stock. So if anyone is holding on to their position, I would advise a stop loss at 1900. And if it comes around 2070, 2150, these are the two levels. So if it comes
Okay.
around those two levels, one can focus on profit booking on higher levels.
Okay. So let's discuss some stocks that are back to their all-time high levels. So MCX is one such stock. What's your take and any recommended positions?
See, very good move on most of the exchange stocks. If you look at BSE, then that stock
Right.
never looks back. So, like similar move is being seen on MCX as well. I think all
Hmm.
time was around 7,100, I think 7,050 odd levels, which is now seeing a very good breakout, which came in yesterday only. So, I think this move should, further extend higher towards maybe around 7,800, 8,000 levels on the higher side. So, the recommendation would be to hold on here, keep a stop loss at around 6,900 on lower side from a short term perspective, and I think that it won't be a surprise to see the stock in five digits as well.
Okay. And how about HDFC AMC? How does that look right now?
See, I think that's also somewhere around its all-time high resistance mark only, and today it witnessed a
I
breakout as
think,
well.
yeah, it
Yeah.
did witness a breakout.
Yes, 4,940 was that level, and since morning it has been trading higher. I think the volatile RBI policy move has also not been affecting the stock very well since morning.
Right.
So it has been a very good move from HDFC MC. I think probably 5,300, 5,400 can come in. So I would advise a stop loss slightly below the 50-day moving average for today, maybe which is somewhere around 4,950 presently. So 4,950 can be a good stop loss from a trader's perspective, and we can see the stock going higher towards 5,400, 5,500.
Okay. And I would trouble you with one other stock. I think, yeah, it was SRF. Yes.
SRF is also, an all-time high breakout candidate. Again, I think most of the
Yes.
stocks which you picked are well above their all-time highs. So, good, breakout is being seen above 3,100, and right now the stock trades around 3,125, which is making a good buy at present levels as well. So, keep a stop loss at 3,000, I would say, and can see for upside target of 3,300, 3,400 possibly on the upside. So, my take is going to be bullish and a buy at current market price as well.
Okay. Then I would just like to come on Interglobe Aviation. It is hovering near the all-time high level, but has been a pretty strong stock momentum-wise. So, do you recommend any positions, or do you just advise to, wait for a breakout there?
See, a consolidation has been going on and the stock is moving in a rising wedge formation. 5,035 was a resistance level previously, which witnessed a good breakout, and right now the stock is consolidating very well. So this consolidation is a healthy, sign, and we feel that any dip maybe around 5,250 can be a good buy. So I would just recommend two cases scenario here. One would be either buy above 5,700, which is a all-time high resistance mark, or wait for a
Okay.
dip around 5,200, 5,250, so that the risk reward is favorable. So these are the two levels which one should watch out for, and if the price comes around these levels, then one can focus on buying. But for the timing, I would recommend a wait and watch.
Okay. So, do you have any stocks that probably broke out of their recent channels or resistance that came into your radar and you would like to help our traders with them?
See, to be honest, after the RBI monetary policy decision, the core focus was just on indices, and
Right.
after seeing strong breakout coming in, and especially after the 100 bps CRR cut, which came in around 1025. Ever since there, Nifty is almost up by around 210 points. And even Bank Nifty is up nearly by somewhere around 800 points after the CRR cut came in. But stock specific, see, banking and financials should be corely focused upon, because seeing this rally on Bank Nifty and Nifty, I feel that banking and financials will be the major focus. So again, SBI is one of our stock picks at present levels 815. Stop loss can be kept at somewhere around 770, and we can see upside towards 850, 860. That would be one name to focus on. So banking financials will remain on the buying side, and apart from that, just one stock. Uh, Otherwise, outside banking and financials, which is on my radar, is KPI Green Energy. So that stock
Okay.
is trading somewhere around 517 right now, and the technical structure is looking to be very positive. I feel on the higher side, we can see 580, 600 levels coming in. So KPI Green is where we recommend a buy at present levels, 517 being that level. Stop loss can be kept at 500, and target would be around 580, 590. So that's just one name outside, banking and financials, which one can focus upon.
Okay, and apart from all the sectors that we have discussed so far, do you think there are any other sectors we have missed out on and are set to probably outperform?
See, I think IT is looking very good at current levels, given the consolidation which IT index has been going in. I think back in May mid, there was one day when IT index rallied around 7%. And ever
Hmm.
since then, the IT index is seen to be consolidating between that particular range only. So I feel IT is one sector which one should, focus upon from a positional trading perspective. Stocks like TCS, Infosys, Wipro, all are looking to be quite positive to me at present levels. So IT is one sector which I think that we missed upon, which I feel can do
Right.
very well going forward.
Okay. So finally, what could be a go-to strategy for the traders to navigate the remaining part of the June series, according to you?
See, going forward, I feel that after today's rally, one should, focus on buying the dips. So any sort of pullback which can come in from higher levels should be used as a buying opportunity.
Hmm.
However, we advise, to maintain strict stop losses, because risk management is very important as we
Right.
navigate these times. As things going on in US are very interesting to watch out for, as Trump versus Elon Musk is going on all around. So if that situation intensifies and there is some bit of negative impact which can come in from the global market scenario, then that might affect the Indian market also. But for the time being, I feel the trend should continue to remain positive. We advise a cautious approach, so maintain stop losses well and ride the trend till it does not bend.
Okay. So that brings us to the end of today's conversation. Thank you so much for joining us, Riyang, and sharing your insights. It's
Thank you.
always a pleasure to have you on the show.
Yeah, thank you so much, Nishta, for having me over.
And to our viewers, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned to ET Markets live stream for more expert takes. Thank you.